Hey look, it's my good friend Brendan plays VR. It's so cool that in this game, people who are on your friends list can join your zoo. For those who don't know, Brendan is a mod over on my Twitch channel, which we stream Planet Zoo live every weekend. So definitely worth coming and checking out. But yeah, I thought that was pretty funny. Good old Brendan plays VR. So yeah, we're back here with another episode of Wildlife World, and we again are in our new South American area, which is called Paso del Valle, and we have quite a lot to look at actually since the last episode. We've been doing a lot of building on stream over on my Twitch channel, so again, definitely recommend checking that out. The link to my Twitch channel is always in the description down below. But yeah, so this is the giant anteater habitat, which we obviously looked at in the last episode. But if we turn the camera around, whoa, look at all this new stuff. So we have a fancy little sort of South American alley kind of street going on here, and just had a lot of fun with making these sort of facade buildings. We do have a Chief Beef here, and then further down we'll take a look, we have a smoothie shop as well. But yeah, so I was kind of trying to figure out what I want to do with this area, and I just googled South American architecture, and one of the things I noticed is that they actually make pretty good use of colors. I noticed, like, when I just was kind of looking through pictures, you know, they use a lot of like bright, vibrant colors. So I wanted to sort of mimic that as well. And I think the result came out pretty good. I like it. I like it's just like a little sort of hidden little street kind of comes back here. You can get some smoothies. We use the temple blocks for like a little toilet block there. We also have capuchin monkeys now, and these were a lot of fun to build. It's actually a walk-through habitat, so it's pretty cool. Capuchin monkeys, they are okay with guests walking through their habitat, but we made a fun little entrance area for them. And then as a guest, you walk in. We have sort of like a little natural-looking fountain there. But then you walk in, and here's a really cool habitat. We can just see a little monkey right there. He's climbing around. Oh, that was a little baby monkey. Oh, we got a couple little baby capuchin monkeys here. They look like they are. Is that a juvenile? Oh no, that is an adult. They're a lot smaller than you kind of think they are. So I mean, for the size of these monkeys, they've got a very large habitat. This one looks like he's sleeping. I don't know why he's sleeping on the ground, but he's looking kind of tired. But this is fun because we have like a nice little kind of wooden bridge here that goes over the little natural water feature we have. But yeah, it's pretty cool. Made all these, you know, they like to climb, so obviously we have to have like all these different climbing apparatuses, if you will. So it made heavy use of like all the new bamboo pieces, which was a lot of fun. Made this like kind of little crumbling temple block, kind of, I don't know if you call it a platform, but it's a lot of fun. This is connected up here by some vines, and then we have a bunch more climbing stuff here. This guy, he's just chilling. He's just chilling right at the top there. We have a nice little area back here. We have an enrichment food item, then we have some water there for them. So, you know, they got plenty of places that they can get something to eat, get something to drink if they want to. And it's looking pretty good. But I just thought this one was a lot of fun. And we had a lot of fun building this guy on stream. Just kind of, one of my favorite things is just coming up with different ways for animals to kind of climb around stuff, and just coming up with different, you know, ways to connect platforms to different platforms, and yeah, it was just a lot of fun. It looks pretty good at nighttime too, because obviously, you know, you can see we have some torches there. So if we take a look at it at nighttime here, I love how the fire looks in Planet Zoo. Like, it looked really good in Planet Coaster, but it looks so much cooler in Planet Zoo. But it's funny too, because they actually didn't have any fire lights. Well, they had a couple of the African lights had some fire in them, but they didn't really have any torches until the Arctic pack. That came with some torches, and then the South America pack has 2 torches as well, but it just looks so good. But yeah, we have like just a little bit of lighting because the guests, normally we don't do too much lighting in the habitats, but because the guests do come into the habitat here, we wanted to make sure that they weren't tripping over anything if they happen to come in at night. And oh, we do have some guests in here. So then the guests can come out here, and then they come back out, and here's the we're back into our little plaza. We do have a staff only area over here, so they kind of walk in. Here you can see some of the facade building pieces there we used. But yeah, so this is just kind of like the little backstage area. It's nothing fancy, but you know, it's keeping with the theme that we've been doing in the rest of the zoo. And then the staff building here is actually the back part of our facade building. So the building, you know, is dual purpose and turned out really, really cool, I think. So then the other thing we have is, so we have our bridge that goes over to the other section of our South America area. And if we come down here to guest level, so we themed this out because there's actually a staff tunnel that goes underneath in order for them to get to the giant anteater habitat. So the path tunnels down here, as you can see, and then pops up over here and then goes right there. I wanted to make sure that that was not visible at all to the guests, you know, trying to keep that immersion and make sure the guests only see the things we want them to see. And so that's what we did here. Just put up some walls there, and when you keep on coming over, we have this like fun little stone bridge, and we had a lot of fun with this as well, with the kind of broken temple block pieces, because we put these wood beams in here to make it look like, you know, maybe all these temple block pieces, they were kind of constructed around wooden beams, kind of like they do with like concrete and like rebar or something. So in this case, they have wooden beams in the center of them, and like these pieces here crumbled, so you see all the crumbled pieces down here, and then all you see that's left is the wooden beam. Looks really cool. Had some fun with vines because those are always fun to do. We did the same thing over here, you know, similar idea. We have some crumbled blocks there, and then the pieces that are in the water. We still need to do some detailing in the water, probably put some rocks in there. I want to put the foam water effect around all of this too, to make it look like the water is flowing. We did the same thing over here in the cascading part of our stream. So we have all this like foam water effects here around the rocks, and it just kind of helps with the illusion that the water is flowing down this direction. And we need to do all that here. And then this is just going to be a really big waterfall. We'll probably do it'll sort of be a cascading waterfall on the sides, and then the middle will be more of just a regular, just straight down kind of waterfall. So that'll look really cool. And then the most recent addition, and it's not complete yet, so we did this on stream, and I took a vote on stream and said, hey, what should we work on next? Should we work on a llama habitat, or should we work on the waterfall? And everybody said llamas. And of course, because our viewers are awesome, we came up with the name Lama Land. And of course, land is spelled with 2 L's. So you got Lama Land. And that was really cool. This, this is still a work in progress, but I wanted to give you guys a early look at it. So this is the sign for the habitat. It also looks good at nighttime. We put the golden llama statues there, so we wanted to make sure that those were properly lit up. And making use of the torch lights again, which looks super good. I'm also a big fan of using the natural paths and then putting like the temple block pieces kind of sunken in like that, so it sort of looks like a, just like a stone path. And I think we'll kind of continue this throughout the rest of this area, because we still have to add the jaguars, and we need to add a building for the tree frog, which is also a new addition with the South America pack. But yeah, so this is the start of our llama habitat, and obviously still nothing in the habitat yet. Very, very empty at the moment. But we did start off with placing like these temple pieces around the edge here, just mostly really just for aesthetic purposes. We did make use of the null barrier here because the llamas cannot traverse down this cliff here. They can't do it. Oh man, llamas, they look like they're dead when they're sleeping. It's like the elephants. The elephants, when they're sleeping, when the way they lay down, they just look like they're dead, but they're really not. I promise you they're not dead. But yeah, I think what we're gonna do for the llama habitat is actually make some like nice traversable temple buildings, and really make use of the temple blocks as we kind of have been doing at the start of the bridge all the way over here. That'll sort of be our Machu Picchu inspired, I guess, area of our zoo. I don't know that I'm gonna do like the different levels like Machu Picchu, because I've seen like lots of other people are already doing habitats and things inspired by that, so I don't want to do exactly what other people are doing, but I guess it's hard to avoid it when that's a pretty recognizable area in South America. But so yeah, that'll be cool. We'll have some like fun kind of ruined temple structures in their habitat. We're gonna get a natural water feature as well, and that'll look pretty cool. And then yeah, like I said, we need to do the jaguars as well. I'm thinking we'll do them over here, and that's gonna be more of a really like thick, lush jungle habitat. So with the llamas doing the temple kind of theme, the jaguars, we're gonna do a really thick jungle theme. And then the other thing we'll eventually do pretty soon actually is we're gonna connect the African area here, because this is the Congo area. We're gonna connect that down here, so that way we have a nice loop between the areas, because right now we have like almost nobody visiting this area. We got another family coming over, so that's good. We are slowly getting people over here, but I think once we connect the Congo area, that'll help a lot too. Another thing we're talking about, and you guys can give me your opinion as well, is we are thinking of adding a transport ride that sort of goes through the whole zoo, because our wildlife world is humongous at this point, right? Like, just look how big that is. And we do have the boat ride right here to connect the back half of the zoo with the front. But I was thinking of maybe using the train ride, and we could put that back here, and we could have it just kind of loop around over here, maybe have another station right here, have it come around over this way, and then we'd have to figure out the best way to do it. Maybe it just cuts through all the way back here, and then it would just have to kind of go back through here. But I feel like that'll help us sort of distribute our guests a lot better, because you know they have no other way to get to the back parts of our zoo other than walking, and this is a big zoo. In real life, this would literally take you all day to see the entire thing. It's not even done yet. We still have to finish our African carnivore area. We still have to finish this area, which I'm not sure what we're gonna do just yet. It's also been decided we're gonna add camels, so we have to redo the back of this area. We're gonna take out the facility building we have here, the power generator and the water filter, move them, and then the path is gonna keep going, and then we're gonna put camels back here somewhere. So still a lot to do, but yeah, so like I said, the zoo is gigantic, and you guys let me know if you think adding the train ride would be a good idea, sort of just going around the edges of the zoo. This way we can make sure our guests can get to the different areas a lot better than they can right now. I think that'll be a lot of fun. But yeah, so I mean, that's pretty much it for our update on Wildlife World. Like I said, definitely recommend checking out my Twitch channel and giving me a follow over there. Like I said, we are streaming live every single weekend. We're playing Planet Zoo. We're almost always in Wildlife World. Actually, always in Wildlife World. I don't think we've had a stream yet where we have not played in our zoo here. So yeah, be sure to leave your comments, suggestions, and feedback down below. I am 8-Bit Josh, and thanks for watching. See ya.